marching on this one and that one, and our gallant allies are coming to our aid. I mean, this was all a theatre of the mind, keeping the troops' morale up. They were cut off, and every day brought thousands more troops to the noose was tightening all the time on them. And they were being shelled, and the friars were gaining on them.
One more hour, and then we'll organise other parties to leave. I know, we're not going out with the wounded. I'm going out with the men. What's the plan? What's the plan? Well, our best bet is to go to the forecourts. If we get as far as Bow Street, then we'll be fine. Right, we start evacuations in an hour. We're staying for one more hour. One final stand. I desire now, lest I may not have the opportunity later, to pay homage to the gallantry of the soldiers of Irish freedom who have, during the past 4 days, been writing with fire and steel the most glorious chapter in the later history of Ireland. Justice can never be done to your heroism, to your discipline, to your unconquerable spirit. In the midst of peril and death, for 4 days, you have fought and toiled, almost without cessation, almost without sleep. And in the intervals of fighting, you have sung songs of freedom of Ireland. No man has complained. No man has asked why. Each individual has spent himself, happy to pour out his strength for Ireland and for freedom. If we do not win this fight, we will at least have deserved to win it, but win it we will. Although we may win in death, already we have won a great thing. We have redeemed Dublin from many shames. I am satisfied that we have saved Ireland's honour!
An ine, ní raibh an dara rogha ag na rebelliúnig ach an GPO Reagan. Déigh na ceannairí chomh fada le siopa beag ar shráid an mhóraigh. Áit ar chruinnig an chomhairle mhíle tuilleadh chéile don uair dhearnach. Minute of Provisional Government Decision, 29th April, 1916, HQ Moore Street. Believing that the glorious stand which has been made by the soldiers of Irish freedom during the last 5 days in Dublin has been sufficient to gain recognition of Ireland's national claim at an international peace conference, and desirous of preventing further slaughter of the civil population and to save the lives of as many as possible of our followers, the members of the provisional government here present have agreed by a majority to open negotiations with the British commander. P.H. Pearse, Commandant General, Commanding-in-Chief, Army of the Irish Republic. Ag leathúir tar éis dó ar an Saharan, Huel Mac Pearse suas sráid an mhóraigh agus géil sé don Ghinearál Lowe ar Chornéil sráid Parnell. Ar an dara lá de bhí na bealtaine, chuir a cuairt airméir i Marrick Richmond agus d'éarad chun bá sé.
I think Pearse got the result he craved. This is what Pearse would have seen as happening long term, that these people would be seen as individuals who made the ultimate sacrifice, but in doing so created a momentum that couldn't be stopped. And if you do see the 1916 Rising, and it's legitimate to see it as, the foundation act of that era of great political upheaval in Ireland that ultimately leads to the creation of a new state, and in time leads to the creation of an Irish Republic, well then Pearse's view was very legitimate and very accurate in that sense.
This is the death I should have asked for if God had given me the choice of all deaths. To die a soldier's death for Ireland and for freedom. We have done right. People will say hard things of us now, but later on, they will praise us.
Nuair a dhearad túrim a phobal I leathan éirí amach. Bhí cúpla rud a gceist, nó an chuí ar cuireadh daoine chun báis, chuir sé sin uafás ar dhaoine. Go háras nuair a chola siad faoi daoine chuireadh chun báis, a bhí tín nó bhí gortaí go donna agus mar sin de. A chanús ar sin, sílim gur a measag daoine ar an éirí amach, gur an a daoine seo sásta, íireach de dhéanna, agus bhí measag daoine ar sin, agus thug sé le tuiscint go dhaoine go bhéad bhí seasa in impreacht na Breataine. Agus níos fuid an ón, nóair a bhí níos mó daoine sásta sin a dhéanna, bhí imachtaí níos ag séad ag mar sprága acu.
The Rising had no democratic justification in that sense. But revolutionary conspiracies are like that. They can't wait for a ballot box. They can't openly put their views to the public and get approval. What can be said is that, in a sense, their goal, if not all of their actions, received democratic validation after the event. So in that sense, you could say that, this is dangerous, in that sense, they had gazed into what the Irish people really wanted. In that sense, and they had understood what the Irish people longed for, which was to be free and independent, and they had made their stand for it. The danger was that subsequent movements would also say, we know better than the Irish people what they really want. Whether the men of 1916 would have agreed with subsequent movements that have engaged in that kind of behaviour, I think is very much open to doubt.
They are graft to the good have brought his shell of merla
Are there any revolutions that deliver on their promises? That's the big question. Is the Irish situation unique in not delivering on the republic that some of these people envisaged, or some of the values of the republic that these people envisaged? What was delivered and what did happen was the achievement of political sovereignty. And that was a hugely important part of the legacy of 1916 and the legacy of that revolutionary period generally. When you look at some of the other promises, when you look at some of the other aspects of the proclamation in terms of equality, in terms of a greater degree of social cohesion, you could say that that hasn't been delivered on. So I think in terms of contemporary Ireland, and again this is going to be discussed, I suspect, quite vigorously around the 100th anniversary of the Easter Rising and the commemoration of that, have we become the Republic of Pearse and Connolly? And there's going to be further debate about that. There's going to be those who will insist that we need to go back to the proclamation, that we still need to strive towards the ideals that are contained in the proclamation.
Agus sinné críoch le 1960 Seachtar na Cásca. Bigí linn a cédinn se hagann mar go gurtar síos ar an dulchan cíine tá dianta ag rugby in éireann. Sport a thosamach a goláiste na trinóide an 8-5 sin a ggóilinn le ggóilinn ag leabhsannaí iad a cédinn se hagann.